Hoyle, owner and chairman of Huddersfield Town, business or pleasure?
I think pleasure. That's how I describe it to Janet. Pleasure. But I think there's got to be a business side of it, and I think although we haven't moved the club from the division when we first came in, I think we've moved a hell of a lot else behind the scenes, and we try really hard. So yeah, I think business, we want to try and get it up to a certain level so it's more sustainable, but at the same time it requires lots of capital investment to get you where we are with training ground or shares in the stadium, and it's hard work, but pleasure, because at the end of the day, you know, you've got to love it. And I think the difference between football now, there's not many football owners who are doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, I've supported this club for like 35 years, off the terraces straight in here, and it's something I never really wanted to do, but we're going through a bad time. The chairman, Ken, who had it taken it as far as he really wanted to go, and I thought I can make a difference here, and I took it on. I'm still not sure whether I should have taken it on, if I'm truthfully honest with you, but now I'm here. It's fantastic, but it's expensive. But you know, I thank Card Factory for that, so I can't. I think you've got to balance it. But it's an expensive hobby. But yeah, business and pleasure combined. And interestingly, I probably take defeat much better now than I did when I was a fan, which is surprising, really. But yeah, Jamie did still get a bollocking on Saturday. Yeah, big one. Bit big for me though.
If you could change anything about what you've done at Town, going back to I think one of the first questions, would you do anything differently?
Yeah, I think it goes right back to when we set Stan Turnant on. I got a phone call to say I was the chairman-elect, whatever that means, ready to be chairman. And bottom line is Stan Turnant were railroaded into here. And it was between him and Martin Allen. I'm not saying Martin Allen would have been any better, but Stan got railroaded in, and he kind of, I kind of got shoved to one side. But at the same time, I was putting money into the club, and the decision was really taken without me having much influence. And I think, if you're looking back, I would have, because it was a mistake, I would have probably done more kicking and screaming and be more forceful. But you know, new lad into football, bit of a numpty, what's it all about? You know, it's different to the terraces, but it isn't really. And I've probably been more forceful then. So yeah, that's really the one.
So did you feel like a bit of a new kid on the block, like first day at school?
Yeah, because it's like with football, it's look, Dean, you just keep pumping money in, but we're the experts. Right, okay. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah. And you do feel, because I was new to it, and you see all these people who are so-called experts around the club, and you think they know best. And don't get me wrong, I think some of them do by a long way, but at the same time, it just can't be carte blanche. And in those early days, I let a lot of people probably spend too much of my money with me not really understanding what they're spending it on.
So at what point do you think, excuse my French, bollocks, am I enough? I'm going to do, you know?
When I sacked him 12 weeks later. Yeah. To be honest, that's the bottom line. Yeah, and I think it's like anything else in Card Factory. I sometimes make the wrong appointments, but I've never really made the wrong key appointment. But when we've either had consultants or the wrong middle management staff, I don't dwell on it long. Yeah. Gut feeling, it's not working out, it's wrong, you go, and off you go, you know. And the same with the manager, to be honest.
So what would be your parting line to business owners in this room? We talked about determination, gut feeling. As a business owner, what would be your one line of advice to take away from this?
I think unfortunately we're in pretty tough times, so we won't have a show of hands, but if we had a show of hands where people are probably disappointed with the performance, I think in the business, I think a lot of hands are good, if I'm honest with you, because it is tough. In all walks of life, it is tough. I think you've got to believe in yourself, but I think at the same time, there's no point flogging a dead horse. And I think if you feel you are, don't give up on being an entrepreneur. Try and change routes. Try and get to a roundabout and think, let's take a different avenue. Look at competitors. Are they doing anything better than you? It's an old niche, but if they are, copy them. Parallel marketing, that's what I call it, parallel marketing. look at that. But most importantly, you've got to believe in yourself, because you're going to have lots and lots of downs. But it's those downs which really give you the confidence to go up. And ultimately, if you've got the guts, determination, the nous, you'll be a success. But it may not come in the first attempt. It may be the time and time after that. And if Richard Branson, it took him 5 times, then away you go. And you just need that one opportunity. And like I said before, everybody has an opportunity. Some take it, some don't. That's the bottom line.
So in one word, what word would it be? Believe?
That's a football cliche, that. I think you've got to believe in yourself, but I think you've got to believe in everything you do, and I think you've got to be honest with yourself. And I think there's many people who aren't honest with themselves. I think you've got to be honest with yourself and think to yourself, well, if it's not working, move on, try something else. But if it does work, don't shout about it. Keep it to yourself. Keep it below the radar, because the more you shout, those who shout the loudest fall the hardest. That's my belief. And it wasn't until we got to, I don't know, well over 100 stores before we started really, never done any advertising, but you've got to really believe in yourself. That's the most important thing, because you are the main person. And gut feeling, you can't beat that. Brilliant.
Well, Dean, thank you. It's been
No worries.
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Fantastic day. Again, we've betted last year. Dean, the last seminar you've just seen was absolutely fantastic. True entrepreneur. Kirsty Henshaw, it's been fantastic. It's been a great day again. The whole purpose of Kirklees Business Conference is to encourage Kirklees businesses to trade with each other. We've had record numbers again. I fully believe that if more of us are working together on a local scale, that's more money swimming about our local economy, meaning more working capital, stronger local working economy, safeguarding and creating more jobs. We've had close to 700 people here today, and that is a true testament to what Kirklees business people are about. They're happy to get in front of each other, they're happy to discuss. Kirklees is the most open and honest place I've ever done business, and I'm really pleased with how it's gone today. And the feedback's been great so far, and you can tell by the look on people's faces how it's going. So no, all in all, a superb day.